It's going. Alright, cool. So I'm making a video today because a bunch of you said you wanted to know how to spin die discs. So I'm not an expert by any means, I just started, but I've seemed to have found a good way to do it. I followed another YouTube video, but I think it was too long. It was 18 minutes long. We're going to do this pretty quick. So I got a used record table, if you can film that. It's got a little setting for how fast you can put the speed on, and 33 RPM seems to be good to keep it slow enough not to screw up. But yeah, you can get these for like 20 bucks from Craigslist or from some resell it shop, anything like that. The dies I use, let me grab those real quick just to show you guys. They're called iDie-Poly. And it's important to get the poly because that's what will make sure that it sticks to the disc. They're in little packets that look like this. You have to be really careful not to get them on carpet or anything like that. But it's iDie-Poly. And there's a little, comes with powder, and it comes with some kind of like conditioning agent that you throw away. You don't need it, you just need the powder. You can get those online, anywhere, Amazon. I've got like a bunch of colors. They come in whatever colors you want. And what you do is you just find some glass jars, because you have to mix it with acetone. Any acetone from the hardware store or anywhere, yeah. And there's nothing scientific to the mixing of it. I literally am just putting a little bit of powder, checking the color, putting about 3 or 4 tablespoons of acetone in a glass jar, mixing it together, seeing what the color looks like on paper towels. You can see I've tested quite a bit. Yeah, you just test it out till you get the colors you like, and then you're good to go. The reason you have to put it in glass jars is the acetone will eat through any kind of plastic, so they have to be in glass jars. And then you've just got regular paintbrushes. You can get kinds that are flat on top to make like pretty precise lines. I've just got regular watercolor paintbrushes, and they seem to be doing just fine. But yeah, once you got all that stuff, make sure your floor is covered. You can see here I've got like plastic wrap because we had a little spill in carpet, and we're replacing a whole room of carpet now. So you don't want to spill this on anything. That's why I'm not wearing a shirt. I don't like getting it on my clothes. But yeah, we're going to dye a jade today. White discs are pretty good. Day-Glo are also cool. And this has got a cool stamp, so you can get a bunch of different colored circles for it. But it's real simple. Really important if you want to come up close. Huh? Yeah, really important that you center the disc on this, because if you don't center it, when I turn this on, you'll notice it could be wobbling, and as you're trying to do precise lines, they're going to be fatter in some places, skinnier in others. So right now, this is not quite all the way centered. I got to get it pretty centered before we start. Almost there. But yeah, that's kind of an important step if you want clean lines. Cool. We're in there. So, we've got turquoise, blue, purple, red, yellow, orange, and pink. So we're going to go, what you want to do first is you want to make sure you got the brushes that you're separated into what colors you want to do. I'm just going to show you to start out. We're going to start out with some blue. And I'm just dipping it in here in the paint, taking a little bit off, making sure I'm getting a really fine line on the brush. Get this thing spinning, if you want to get close up of it. And you're just going to touch it where you want to start making your first line. And hold not a lot of pressure, but you want to put it decently on there and hold it for a few revolutions so you make sure it's an even line. So yeah, that's our first color we're going to do. And I'm going to do some blues to turquoise to light colors, and then back out to some fire colors. And if you stop it, you can see that made a pretty clean line in there. The good thing is the acetone actually makes it dry right away, so you don't have to worry about like rubbing in your colors. All right, let's find our big one. So we're going to go from some blue to purple. Alright, I gotta find my purple. And I'm just dipping the brush in there, taking a little off on here, making a fine line, and then I'm going to touch it down where I'm ready. And you'll notice now we got a purple line there. And you can also notice in some spots sometimes here, I'm going to do another one, because it can see where you've touched down first. So you want to try to touch down where you didn't touch down last time, and it makes it even out pretty good. So there we go. So I'll stop it. You can see now we've got blue and purple lines going. Gonna get to my turquoise. This is the first time using this turquoise, and I got a big brush, so try to do my best here. It's a pretty cool color though. Alright. Oh, it's a really cool color. I don't know how this is gonna do with such a big brush, but we'll find out. This is my girlfriend's disc who's filming, so do some turquoise, and I just put it in the wrong color. Hold on, guys. 1 second. Alright. So this is going on a little lighter. So I'm going to have to do a couple times back and forth here. So I'm going to touch it back again. So you can see it's a little turquoise-ish. I might need a little more powder in here. But yeah, it's not an exact science. It's, mix in and match until you find the right combination of what color you're looking for. Alright. So 1 second. You can even mix a couple at the same time. Alright, so we're getting some cool combination of colors right now. And I want to fade from a dark color to some lighter blues. And that's what we're getting here. There we go. That's about as dark as I was looking to get on that one. Alright, so now if you do a close-up of it, you can see you're starting to fade from darker to lighter. Alright. So now, I think we're going to be ready for some greens. Alright, now those colors are starting to fade out. Alright guys, I'm going to do some color mixing and then we'll get back to you. Wow, that's fucking awesome. I like using the fine brushes. Doesn't that look sweet? Mm-hmm. You think so? Mm-hmm.
You did forget to say one thing in the beginning.
What?
To make sure you clean off your desk.
Oh yeah.
But I can just type it in.
Thanks. I'll tell him to. Okay. So green. Then I wanted to go like a red to orange, or like a yellow. Ooh. I know what I gotta do.
What you gotta do?
Well, I know what I want to do, I should say. I got some red in that disc, in that brush right now. I think it's because I got some red in the dye. That looks sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me if you like it. I'll tell you why I'm doing this.
I know why.
Okay. So I'm going to go absolute red on the outside. But, where's my red one? This is my red. So we're just going to speed this up, huh? And take out the... I mean, you don't have to. I can do it, but... I mean, that's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
So sick. Okay, now... This is the tough part. So... This is the really tough part for me. I've had a lot of hard time trying to do this the right way. I like the way I think it will work the best. So sick. Now check out what I gotta do. So now I'm gonna go put some more yellow. This is the hard part because it mixes in my brush. But this is like the only way to like make the orange, you know? Oh, that looks so awesome. What do you think?
Looks cool.
Hold on.
Why do you do it a million times?
Because to like get all the red out, you know what I mean?
I know, but you do it with all the colors like that.
Well, because it like has to get it off, like. Okay. Now. Where was my newest brush? This one? Turquoise? We're almost finished. I like the blend we're getting here. That like lighter blue in there is so cool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, last thing. I'm done. Almost. Are you sick of this?
No, it just isn't the easiest
Okay.
position I have
To get into to.
All right. Cool. So guys, because of the acetone, this is dry to the touch already. I can already touch it. It's done as soon as it comes off here. Now the only thing you want to make sure you do this on is you want to try to do it with new unthrown discs, because what you're going to see sometimes is nicks are going to show through, but that's okay. The other thing we forgot to mention at the beginning is you want to try to wipe down the top of the disc before you're done to make sure it's completely dry before you start. But after you're done and it's all completely dry, there's nothing left you've got to do except after about half a day to a full day, there's going to be this excess powder that you just wipe away, and then it'll be a pretty clean dye job. I think this one came out pretty cool. You can see the blues, the blue to the purple to the light turquoise, then to the green, and then I wanted to get lighter and back to finish out with dark. So, yep, that's spin dyeing a disc. Yeah, that's all it takes. I've got a couple here that I just did tonight other than this, just to show you. Did some pinks and purples on a pink stamped white disc. This one had double stamped Boatman, got green and red. I think that one came out pretty cool. But yeah, you can play with it, play with different designs. For the full rainbow stamp, you can do rainbow ones. It's all pretty cool. So, yep, that's dyeing the disc. The finished product. So here's the finished product. I went back over with some more yellows to blend the oranges in the red. So now you get yellow to orange to red, and put a little lavender in the middle. It's pretty cool. You can definitely see the nicks on this one because it was thrown. But with the new ones, as you see on my other discs, it's crystal clear. There's no like imperfections or anything. But it's a really cool color. I feel like it matches the stamp pretty awesome. Anyway, yep, check it out. If you have any questions, you can leave comments or ask under the Facebook page. All right, see ya.